And they're off. Clouds of spray. James Hunt is edging into the lead. That first corner could be very dodgy. Let's just look. It looks as if James Hunt's in front. John Watson on the right-hand side of your picture there. Mario Andretti. Watson twitching, but it's James Hunt in the lead. Watson second and Andretti third. So James Hunt has done exactly what he wants to do, get in the lead, because when you're second or third or fourth or wherever, you've got that spray in your face. But when you're leading, no other car can throw up that great plume of spray you see behind. James Hunt there, James Hunt in the Marlboro McLaren. The same car that's taken him to victory 6 times already this year, 7 times if you count that British Grand Prix. The vital race for James Hunt. The race that could make James Hunt the British world champion. First British world champion since Jackie Stewart. That's Ronnie Peterson. Ronnie Peterson slowing down. It looks as if he's some problem there, perhaps an engine failure. Ronnie Peterson's definitely out of the race. What a shame for Ronnie, the Swedish driver. His last drive, of course, for the March team. James Hunt is the leader of this race. Streaming track really got to pick his line. And there's Jody Scheckter going down the inside. Perhaps he thinks there's better grip on the inside and making a challenge for second place from Mario Andretti. Lauda is in the pitch. There's a conference, a cockpit conference going on there. That's with his head right into the cockpit. The chief engineer of Ferrari, Mario Forghieri. Forghieri steps back. Now what is happening? Lauda's getting out of the car. Well, this makes Hunt's chances much stronger, of course. And they're talking to Daniele Ordetto, the team manager. Lauda explaining something. The mechanics don't seem to be rushing around the Ferrari. So there is James Hunt in the lead, and Niki Lauda seemingly out of the battle already. Brambilla, known as the Monza Gorilla, of course, his tactics sometimes a little dubious. I wonder what's going to happen when he starts attacking Hunt, when he's starting to attack James Hunt already. Brambilla only won 1 Grand Prix, the Austrian. He won it in the wet as a good wet weather driver, although he does tend to fling it down the road every so often. Of course, when he won the Austrian Grand Prix, he spun off as he waved to the checkered flag and crashed. An amazing race that was, just over a year ago. And he's trying to drive inside James Hunt. Hunt cuts across the orange March nose. Hunt's not having that at all. Get back, Vittorio. He's saying, but this time there's no getting back. But is he going straight on? And he's spinning. He missed Hunt. What an incredible spin. But he's still back in the race. Got first gear very quickly. I bet James Hunt's very glad to see that happen in his mirrors and not right in front of him. That almost took James Hunt out of the race and out of the World Championship. Now it looks as if they're about to overtake Mario Andretti, who's running strongly. This pair really run through the field. A lot of retirements, a lot of cars dropped out. And the 2 McLarens running in fine convoy there. There's Gunnar Nilsson, not Andretti. Gunnar Nilsson they're about to lap. A young Swedish recruit to the Lotus team, lying about 8th overall. Oh, and look at Mass. Mass has had an accident. Look at those sparks. Jochen Mass in real trouble. So it isn't a McLaren 1-2 anymore. Jochen Mass is going to have a bit of explaining to do when he gets back to the pits. Seemingly lost control on the fast right-hander. Crunched into the Armco barrier, ran all along it, and there. And Depailler having a challenge at James Hunt, trying to go down the inside. Depailler definitely nearer now. Patrick Depailler, small, only about 5'6", rarely smiles. And closing on James Hunt. And trying making a passing manoeuvre. But Patrick Depailler has taken the lead of this motor race. Patrick Depailler first, James Hunt second. Now, is James Hunt in trouble? Depailler closed very quickly on Hunt. And I suspect that Hunt may have a problem. His engine sounds okay, so probably be in the tyre department, maybe in the gearbox department. His gear changes seem crisp enough. But there, Andretti is in front, James Hunt is third. Because if James Hunt finished 5th in this race, he isn't world champion. 3rd, he's okay. 4th, well, he'll finish with the same number of points as Niki Lauda, believe it or not. Same number of points as Niki Lauda after these 16 races. Mario Andretti has only won 1 Grand Prix. Andretti in the John Player Lotus, designed by Colin Chapman, and that team hasn't won for 2 years, over 2 years in fact. 2 years, 2 months since they won. Still one of the most successful teams in motor racing, of course. Depay sliding, and Andretti making a challenge. Will he make it? Depay keeping to the inside line. Yes, and Andretti's done it. That's the same spot, of course, where Brad Miller spun. Those two didn't spin. And Andretti's in the lead. Mario Andretti from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. And Depay's car looks all over the place. Andretti, 36 years old, won at Indy, won a Daytona stock car race, won top sports car races. Undoubtedly the best all-rounder in motor racing. Depay trying to keep up in the pits. Look at that left front tyre, right front tyre, sorry. No tread on it at all. And the other one is flat. They're going to change all four. You can hear the hammers going there. The tyre quickly going on. There's two mechanics, Howard Moore and Ray Grant, working feverishly for the whole McLaren team. Where does that leave Hunt? Is Hunt still in the championship hunt? Confused here. James Hunt back in the race. And he takes the flag. Mario Andretti has won the first Japanese Grand Prix. And Depay trying to get by, but he's a lap behind. And there's James Hunt. James Hunt finishing third and almost catching Patrick Depay. And James Hunt is the world champion. James Hunt is the new world champion. Mario Andretti is the winner of the race. What a finish. Our new world champion, James Hunt, by just one single point.
Right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't work out with them whether I should change or not. And I knew they weren't going to last, so it was odds on they weren't going to survive. And I wanted to come in, but I couldn't get a positive signal from them to come in and change. Because I didn't know whether I had time. You see, but they were telling me it's flying better to limp round and just try and hold on to my lead. So I slowed right down, just looking for fourth place. I wasn't even trying to win the race. For the second half.
And can I just finally ask you, what are your immediate plans now?
I shall be getting drunk.